crossing that line right there. You do house shows, kind of is getting closer to people, but do you have any, like, good stories? Like, what's one of your best memories from doing a house show?
Well, I'm just starting to do those.
Okay.
I have done a couple before. I'm trying to think best memory of doing things of that sort. I don't know if, unless you can think of something, shoot, but I'm not sure anything particular comes along. The only thing I will say is the intimacy factor of it is really important, because I think, you know, I've played everywhere from, like, the Royal Albert Hall to shows for friends in their living room, you know, to bigger venues, to smaller venues. And I think what I like about the intimacy of those type of performances is it really, really does remind you, as well as the artist, of how much you really are just a vessel for well, you're just, literally on the same platform even. There's not a stage, there's not anything to separate you. It's important for me. I don't know how much I need to remember that. Really, I don't think much really goes to my head. I mean, I'm a human being. I can be competitive. Sometimes if a girl gets up and does comedy, I think, you wait, I'll do it. But, you know, and I have these bad feelings, think, shame on you, Rosie. That's bad, you know. So, I mean, of course I have that. But I know my place. I really do. And so I can't think of a particular thing, but I will say that I think what's nice about it is that you're right there with everybody to give hugs, and you're not removed. There's no green room. You're just there, just like everybody else. And you're able to share with them, and they're sitting a foot away from you to share with you by being there. And so it's everything's really full circle, because you know, I tell people this a lot. I have run-ins with folks sometimes at coffee shops, and they'll say, and they're really sweet, say, "Are you Rosie?" And I get so excited. I feel like J-Lo, you know. I'm like, yeah, my beam, you know. Rosie, your song, and they're always real nervous, and I freak out and I get nervous. It's really great. And say, your song really helped me through a time, and I'm sorry to bother you. And I always tell them, oh no, it's not a bother. Make sure you tell other people that if you meet them, because it usually comes on a day when I start wondering, is this what I'm supposed to do with my life? You know? Isn't that funny? And so it really shows you that I need that just the same. I need to see people there to know I'm doing, you know, that I'm making sense to people, and that therefore they're making sense to me. And I've told that to people before when I've played more intimate shows, that it's really funny that we're all in this room together, because we must all be dealing with some of the same stuff, you know. Just because I wrote it, you know, doesn't mean they're not dealing with it. The fact that they're there, I'm like, maybe we should all go to counseling together. You know, it tells me that they relate, and so therefore I must relate to them. You know, so I can't think of one story in particular, but I can tell you that it really moves me, and that there are times in which I could probably stay all night and certain things like that. In fact, if my brother is there, or Jeffy, my fella, but they'll have to kind of pull me away, because I can get really caught up. Like, I'm ready to exchange emails. I'm like, we should meet up for coffee. Are you doing okay? You know, I'm just friendly, and I like people just as much as people like people, you know. So, but yeah, I like that sort of intimacy. I really do. It's a bit comforting. It can be intimidating. It's much easier to play a big show because you really feel like you're so far away. You can't really see anybody. It's a bit more vulnerable, but I think it's important to put myself in that position, you know.